Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is video 2 of 2 for today.
And thank you so much for watching. And the sponsor for today is us. Hey, look at these. Hey, look at these guys right here. Check out our shirt. Grab some merch. Support us in any way you can. Maybe it's subscribing to the channel. Or if you want to go above and beyond, we would love it so very much. Our Patreon is there. And we got Twitch over there, our Twitch subscribers. Thank you so much. It keeps us going, keeps us fueled. I know it's been a little delayed recently. That's on me, real life interrupting and bullshit, maintenance and all this other kind of stuff. But content is coming. Thank you so much, ebbs and flows, guys, and we really appreciate it. So let's get to the gaming news. Alex, part 2. What the hell else? We had this big CitizenCon extravaganza in our last video.
We need to go.
What else is going on in gaming news besides a video game that ain't never coming out?
XDefiant executive producer got on Twitter and said that no, XDefiant is not shutting down after Season 4. Didn't say it wasn't shutting down after Season 5. If you guys haven't been following, XDefiant isn't doing so hot. Came out of the gate, people were really liking it, but player count based on at least being able to join games was really suffering.
We tried 4.
Yeah, we replayed some, and then it wasn't all that good. And so he's saying that there are no plans to shut it down. The problem is that at the end of this week, Call of Duty comes out. It's a biggin. A lot of people seem to be very excited about it. Oh, my God. Zombies and the multiplayer.
So the death of XDefiant is literally
looming,
5 days away.
But as of now, Ubisoft has no plans to shut it down, but it may be done for them just for the fact that other games are going to be coming out for people to play.
We're going to pick up the other one.
Marvel Rivals comes out in December. Call of Duty. I mean, it's...
Concord might be back.
Oh, can't wait. Yeah, Concord's going to dominate the market when it comes back free to play.
Back and free, baby.
Yeah, can't do that. According to Ubisoft, they said that it's like, look, we haven't been marketing very much, and they are... they're planning on doing a marketing push, do bigger spends on marketing.
That's why there's no players, Joe, because they haven't been marketing.
Yeah.
There's no other reasons for their players dropping. It's because they didn't, I don't know, put a ad in front of our YouTube videos and other people's YouTube videos. No, it is because your game is stale. It needs help. The factions...
But the new season just came out. Did you not have fun with that, Joe?
Love the
for
Battle
like
Pass.
A day or two.
The Battle Pass was great.
There's nothing interesting.
Yeah.
There's nothing interesting.
So they're going to do a big marketing push. Maybe they'll offer to pay us to play again because they did that before. If you log into Ubisoft a bunch of time, live with Hyperscape, and they did with XDefiant.
$10 of digital currency.
Yeah, you get digital currency if you log in, and so you can buy skins that are horrible. And in no way would I spend even fake money on them, so I don't know what it's for. It's like, here's $8 to use at our gift shop. It's like there's nothing in there. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I honestly, based on how their games have been going, I don't think they know what they're doing. So I guess we will tell you sometime in November or December if this game is just going to straight up die when all of their competitors come out.
Well, the next season will probably be Assassin's Creed. Maybe a little bump on that. If that.
Yeah, they'll be fine with Assassin's Creed, but XDefiant, I think it's dead. I think it's just.
After Call of Duty comes out, the numbers are going to plummet. The people that would play XDefiant are going to play Call of Duty. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is going to drop to hundreds of players at that point. However, the way that XDefiant survives is then they release, what is it, Season 4 now, right? Or is it 3 or 4? They release Season 4 with a interesting faction, an exciting faction, perhaps the Assassins, and they'll double their hundreds of player count. But that's it.
Yeah.
And then it kind of trails off from there. But, I don't think like the second Call of Duty comes out, nobody's ever going to play XDefiant again. No, I don't think that. But it will definitely be the beginning of the end, in my opinion.
Only the diehards will play, and the diehards don't necessarily want to play against the other diehards. And
and is there a way to fix this? If Ubisoft's watching the video, Joe, like you're just talking shit about us, and is there like something we can do? Well, Steam. Put yourself on Steam. Instead of me having to go to the shitty Ubisoft Play Connect Play that breaks all the time and sucks. You can get some more players there.
Launch it.
Yeah.
And then they give
And
you
then-
information to meta.
Yeah,
and then
so you're
also
implementing-
have progression way better where maps and guns are available from the start of the season, and you don't have to play like the game as a job 8 hours a day every day to unlock some of the new stuff, or months down the line. That's when the new map comes for the season. They only give you one. Give us a bunch of them so people can have a lot of fun at the beginning, and then plus the battle passes. There is just garbage. Just garbage. Straight up fucking blue. Is that fucking blue? Like, literally, there's skins that are just like pink, green. Man. And yes, there are like fucking other skins that are, what was it? Fisher Price trolling, and then steampunk, I think was the
You
last
love
one.
steampunk.
I hate steampunk.
Well,
I know some people like steampunk,
There's
but I don't.
one gun, like, it changes colors faster.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's
true.
right.
And the
I
other
forgot
one-
about
Yeah.
that gun.
You gotta grind
And
more.
then, you mean when you rank your gun all the way past gold and you go into platinum and then you go into those crazy colors? One is like a translucent, and then no, it's not translucent. It's another thing. It's like what do you call it when those beetles shine and they have different
Iridescent?
colors? Iridescent. One is a slow iridescent. And
Yes.
then you're right, Joe. Like, he's not. You think he's
We-
joking?
we-
He's not joking.
Yeah.
One is a
looked it up.
slow iridescent, and then the other one is a slightly faster iridescent. That's like 50% faster on its iridescency.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, they also have to do the gameplay things that I think make the game almost unplayable for the average audience, where you can still sprint, slide, jump, 90-degree instant turn, and you're perfect. Your crosshair's perfect. One hit kill shotgun, or the MP7, or maybe it's I don't know which submachine gun. The thing snipes and it instant kills at short range, and you can just like bunny hop all over the map. It's like you're not going to get casual players with no skill based matchmaking.
The hitbox needs a little work, especially when people were jumping. Make the hitbox wider.
Yeah.
Stuff like this will help XDefiant. And I reviewed XDefiant, and I wanted it to do well. It was slightly above average when it came out at the time, simply because it's free to play. We didn't spend any money. In fact, I wanted to spend money, but there was nothing interesting there.
Yeah.
There's still nothing interesting there, and it's like spend money to unlock factions faster. Fuck you.
Well, if you
Fuck
want,
you.
if you want to waste a whole lot of money, OJ, there is a brand new Lego set. It's the X-Men
Yes!
Mansion.
I showed him.
Oh, nice.
We were waiting-
You put this in the news just for Joe?
Just for Joe.
Yes.
All right.
Because I figured
Put-
you'd be
put the-
excited about
put
it.
the-
I
X-Men.
was excited. We were waiting for
I don't
the
know why you're
movies.
doing this, Joe.
I showed it
There's
to
going to
him.
be fewer of these sets for you now because we're spreading the word about it. You better have already pre-ordered your set.
for sure.
Okay.
It's $330.
Yeah.
The
And it
X-Men
even,
Mansion.
Joe was telling me all about it. He wouldn't shut up.
Was.
He even told me there's a room that's like X-Wing or,
The X-Men
the
one where,
X-Men
Wolverine.
Wolverine meme where he's holding the picture. That room is in the X-Mansion.
It's pretty sweet.
And he was right. It's there.
Iceman, Jean Grey, Gambit, Bishop, Rogue,
I don't know if the photo
Wolverine,
frame is there.
Storm,
They need to
Yeah,
give him
it
a
is.
photo frame.
Cyclops, Magneto, and Professor X.
See,
Now, there's one big
Yes.
omission here, and I'll let Joe do it because he brought it to my attention.
yeah, I was a little upset that this one didn't have Beast as well. Why doesn't it just come with Beast?
Yeah.
I was same thing with the Nightmare
Iceman,
one. It didn't
really?
have Boogie Boogie.
He's one of the
there.
first.
Really?
He's one of the first X-Men,
But
though.
yeah, but really,
Beast.
Beast is better if you're trying to decide between Beast or
What's-
Iceman
what's
to
his power
include in
level?
the set with
Iceman's
the
like
X-Men
4?
mansion. It has to be Beast because that's where his lab is. That's where he does all his fucking reading.
true.
You should be on our side, a big old fucking library
I'm
of books.
in the
and
library.
the motherfucker
Or
reads
just add
upside
him.
down.
Just
the
add
motherfucker
him.
reads upside down. What is Iceman gonna do? Jack
Iceman's
shit.
an Omega level mutant.
Nah, fuck.
Beast is an Omega
He's like,
level.
oh
No,
no,
fuck
my drink
Iceman.
is cold. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
That's what Iceman does. We're really
He
mad.
immediately just goes. He snaps his finger and pops your
This
eyeballs
set-
because they're filled with water.
This set is a 10 out of 10, but it got knocked to a 9
Just
out of 10
add-
because there's no Beast.
I will actually say I'd rather have Beast than Bishop. I'd rather have No, everyone else I like better.
yeah.
Beast
Let's
over
swap
Bishop.
out Beast. I would go Bishop or Iceman. Take one
Or
of those
just
out.
add
Put
it.
Beast.
No,
Add that one.
no, that would be $700 because like you can't.
because
Yeah,
yeah,
Joe, that's
again,
like
the Nightmare
5
one
cents in
fucked
cost
up too.
for
I bought
them.
the Nightmare Before Christmas one.
You did?
Yes, but it didn't have Oogie Boogie.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, how do you not have that one? And we were talking about it too. It's like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because they probably want
How
to
do you
sell
not
it
have the
separately.
most popular character, but we decided it's because the next set is
It's
going to
gonna
be
be just
exclusively
Oogie
Oogie
Boogies.
Boogie. So probably the next Lego set is gonna have Beast. Maybe it'll be a lab, and he can work in his
They
lab.
can do that.
I don't know.
And then you
But
complete the
I don't know
set.
if he's as popular on the standalone as say something like Oogie Boogie. That's way more popular. By the way, in other Star Citizen news, as I put in Star Citizen Con, you know that worm that I was talking about, the
Yes.
dune worm that they're monster hunting. I was like, man, they just pulled this out of nowhere just to get people to play it, right? No, they've been showing off this worm since 2016, Joe.
You can't be showing off your worm.
And then the worm looks shittier now than it did, and some people are noticing Worm 2016 versus 2024. I think it looks leaner and less scary. In 2016, it was really shocking. What happened? Well, actually, this is a indication that the game is really coming out, because why would you make your worm shittier and smaller and kind of less cool looking? It's because it's actually in the game now.
Welcome to getting catfished in 2024. Someone sends you a picture of the worm, and it's like girthy and immense, and then in real life,
There you go.
leaner
So
and
I give this
not as
tweet to
threatening.
Joe so
God
you can
damn it,
compare the
Alex.
worm.
Yeah.
Is it
Anyway.
real?
Yeah, I mean it's no Shah Halud, but it's real.
Yeah, that's like Shia Halud's, yeah, we'll just stop.
Where-
200 Bandai Namco employees are reportedly moved into expulsion rooms this week, designed to bore them into quitting. So this is a real fun thing that some Japanese companies do, where they don't want to fire people, they don't want to lay them off. And so what they do is they take away all their work and they make them sit in like the sadness room. And it's like, you sit in there and do nothing, and you get paid for doing it.
I was about to say, do you still get paid?
Yeah.
Sign me up.
So, but I imagine it's like, if they like let me bring a book or something, it's like, this would be
That's-
awesome.
I was just
but if they're
thinking,
like, no, you can't have a
no-
book, no phone, no anything, you just sit there and stare at a wall. And I really hope that there's one psycho, like absolute crazy person, who just stares at a wall all day collecting a salary. But I thought it was
That sounds amazing, but again, why? Just because they don't want them?
they
want them
they
to
were
quit.
they
by
were
the-
working on
yeah.
projects that have been canceled, and rather than fire all these people, so apparently nearly 100 people have already resigned because they recognize that this isn't something that they want to continue to do.
Yeah.
But so there's several canceled projects for the company. Blue Protocol in August. The article claims that several games, including ones that feature characters from animes, were also canceled, and so they're just getting rid of these teams that they don't need anymore.
Yeah.
So
That'd
hopefully,
be pretty sweet, though. It's like, what do you do? It's like, I go into work and do nothing. Literally nothing. You get paid for it? Yeah, it's pretty boring.
yeah. But I mean, you probably get like a little hearing, like a real tiny.
Yeah, I just listen to music and just wait there.
just hang out.
They would get so annoyed with me. It's like, all right, we have to fire this guy. He's just draining our money.
I mean, it's working, and this is a common thing. We've actually talked about it a few times that other companies do it, but
Yeah, they put you in the trash chute,
yeah,
like in Transformers 1.
yeah, silliness. Rare's Craig Duncan has been flagged to become the head of Xbox Game Studios, as Alan Hartman has retired. So he's leaving after 36 years in the industry. And so this is a change for Xbox. Honestly, they kind of need it. Xbox has not been, other than Game Pass doing pretty well, they have not been doing super hot lately. And so new people at the head of the game, hopefully.
Well, they're
stuff.
coming back with the new Halo.
Oh, Halo! Yeah, we are getting
It's
the new.
not 343.
No, it's Halo Studio.
Halo
Halo presented by Halo Studios, with support of Halo.
They must be doing something, not just a name change.
No, it's just the name change. It's just, I mean, it's a couple of the high ups left, but, and so like he's going to be in charge of Halo Studios, the Coalition, Turn 10, Playground Games, Rare, Obsidian, Ninja Theory, Double Fine. I mean, a bunch of other smaller ones, but and so Duncan will report to the president of Game Content Studios, Matt Booty, who is still in charge of game content.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this Rare guy has earned that position, just purely from a perception, from an outside standpoint. It's like, what has Rare done recently that has really been
I mean, GoldenEye was pretty much
Big.
the best.
Was Conker's Bad Fur Day rare?
It was also
Yeah.
rare, yeah. Donkey Kong, the original
That was
Donkey
great
Kong.
stuff.
I think that man you're speaking of was probably a child when that game came out. I'm not sure he was in
You
charge
said
of Rare.
rare.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Rare.
he's going way back to find the last time Rare was relevant. So yeah, let's put a game company capable of one game in 10 years in charge of our Xbox division, I guess.
But it was epic.
Rare focused on Kinect from 2019 to
No,
2014.
it wasn't, Joe. You remember when it came out? When we played fucking Sea of Thieves when it came out? Fucking sucked.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, I thought we were talking about Conkers.
Oh, Conker.
Well, that's a good era, sure.
Yeah. What about Kinect? Don't you love Kinect?
Yeah.
They focus
I
on
have
Kinect
a-
games.
We did the fighting game.
I
That was
have a
fucking
Connect
terrible.
over here in the garbage dump in my local city's garbage dump somewhere.
Yeah, not even the trash will pick it up. They're like, oh, we don't want to touch this.
Ugh. That's toxic waste.
Yeah.
That device that we all paid to beta test for.
Yeah, I don't.
And Pinballs has it.
They do.
As in one
There's
of the
there's a
arcades.
bunch of really crappy VR
They
games.
repurposed
Yeah.
the Connect
Yeah.
inside
There's like a
the
little
arcade
dot you
game.
look in there. It's like, hey, there's a Connect.
Yeah.
That's a Connect. Damn.
And they want like $7 to play
savings.
some of these games. Like, what's wrong with you?
Cost savings.
All right. After the success of Silent Hill 2, the Bloober team is making an original, mature-rated sci-fi horror game. It's called Cronos: The New Dawn. And they also said that they're tired of they're done making shitty games. Like, so they're kind of
Wow. So they're the ones that said it. We didn't say it. Now, Silent Hill 2 remake is not a shitty game. Go watch our
liked
rapid
it, yeah.
fire review.
Yes. It
Alex
was good.
and Joe
I-
went through the whole
First time
game.
playing it.
Yeah.
yeah, incredible story, incredible characters.
What'd you think?
I loved it. I loved the atmosphere. It was creepy. I tried to do no guns.
He had like almost 400 bullets at the end of this thing,
This
and
is what-
but he had 0 health items because he was dying to basic enemies. All you
They're
have to do
not
is
basic.
shoot. You just shoot.
Nurses, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good, right? That's good, and I want to celebrate their success because we always found ourselves criticizing, Bloober in a lot of our past reviews, like them coming close but just not quite doing it, and then we kind of gave up. But
Because their story's kind of like,
Yeah.
oh, it was never this. It was all just trauma.
It was the trauma.
I-
And sometimes that works really
yeah,
well.
but not with them.
not
I
with
know
them.
they're riding high, and they're like, now we don't have to make shitty games anymore. But it's like, yeah, but the reason why Silent Hill 2 kind of story worked
it
is
wasn't
because
yours.
somebody else wrote the Silent Hill story too.
It's kind of like Zack Snyder, right?
You
Where-
kind of already had the outline, and I want to celebrate your excellent remake
Hey,
of
at
it.
least they didn't fuck it up.
And I also want to celebrate your own original game, which is
Cronos, the
Cronos,
New
the
Dawn.
New Dawn.
Set to come out next year. It's a mature-rated sci-fi survival horror game that'll see players explore a post-apocalyptic land in 1980s Poland.
Yeah.
So, could be really cool. I mean, they always do atmosphere really well,
Yes.
but I think that their horror is not always up to par, and sometimes their story is not up to par. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see if they do that. I still want them. I'd rather them remake Silent Hill 1 right now and just like go into that, or Fatal Frame, please.
I want to play that one.
Fatal Frame was terrifying. So I would love for that to happen.
Yeah, Fatal Frame. Yeah. Is that the one with the little picture? When you take the picture?
You have to take a picture and then they look at it to see
Right
if there's
around.
like a ghost there,
Yeah.
and it's just like, oh.
Yeah, that would be cooler. I think with today's technology, they could do something cool.
Yeah,
with
not
that.
the new Fatal Frames because I
Yeah,
haven't
those are
played.
bad.
Yeah, okay. Destiny 2 got some very exciting news. We're getting a new Destiny game.
I'm not
and-
very excited.
Yeah.
I'm a hater.
All right, a new Destiny
I'm a
game.
hater.
Finally, fucking Destiny 3. Let's go. What's when
It's
does it
called
come out?
Destiny Rising.
No, that's not Destiny 3. I need it to be
it's,
Destiny 3.
Yeah, but it's made by NetEase. You can play it while shit.
What?
Yeah. You play it while pooping.
There you go. You can play it now.
Yeah, it's a mobile game that will act as an alt
Destiny.
history prequel to the current Destiny. It's an epic free-to-play mobile shooter.
Because that's where all the money is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you can just,
Didn't they say they weren't spending enough? The consumers weren't spending enough in Destiny 2?
oh yeah, well Bungie was real mad
See,
at
and
people.
this is your fault. they went to the mobile route because you guys weren't spending enough.
So this is going to be developed and published by NetEase Games and officially licensed by Bungie. So it's a completely new company that's going to be making this thing. So I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I only have ever watched people like recently play Destiny, and I've never been super impressed with what I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, usually the mobile, shooters are inferior versions to the ones we have now, but technology has gotten so good and advanced on phones and development for phones because they make so much money over there. Some companies do go a little bit above and beyond, and they can have a game that's like, I don't know, 5 years. It feels like it's from 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
We have some people that love playing Call of Duty Mobile.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That person needs to be banned. Go ahead and ban them again, Joe.
I'm sorry. I know who you are.
Anyways, but yeah, so I guess it's going to be the same situation then. They're going to make buku money from this one and then just focus on that. But you see where their initiative is? It's not on, Destiny 2's next DLC story pack or Destiny 3 or, reinventing the new player experience, giving a new way to come in. It's on mobile games.
Yeah.
So their live service is not so lively.
Yeah. I mean, they laid off 220 developers, and there's a lot of speculations like why. It's like, aren't they working on a new mobile game? Like, what is going on? But it turns out that they aren't making the mobile game. NetEase is going to do it for them and just license. So
there you go. They're making that money.
Yeah,
It's like your license has enough recognition to where we can now use it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
I can't wait to not play it. It's gonna be
it'll
great.
be a side adventure that has no fucking purpose and doesn't really push the story forward in any way. It's just there to monetize all of the different gun varieties and loot drops and all sorts of stuff.
I can't wait for the mobile version of the game to get features
guns.
and guns and innovation, while the standard Destiny 2 experience will just lag behind because
my God.
people at Bungie are idea bankrupt and they just don't give a fuck anymore.
That would be
So
wild
So
if
we'll
the
see.
mobile version ends up better.
Yeah. Or the regular version will just start copying previous mobile DLCs like they did with Diablo, where they're like, oh, shit, the mobile Diablo did really well with this whole vampire thing. We'll just copy it, but worse. It's like, oh, okay. Cool. In other great news, the Skyrim lead says that Bethesda was knocked back by furious response to Oblivion Horse Armor DLC, but it sold millions anyway. And he's saying you are all making fun of it, and yet you buy it. So it almost feels like he's.
That's just, like It's true.
We don't buy it.
We don't buy. We make fun of it.
Fucking
There's-
idiots buy it that has contributed to ruining our industry. Lead designer Bruce Nesmith, who left Bethesda in 2021. Fuck you. But he ain't wrong. If he's not lying, then he ain't wrong. It made millions of dollars. Granted, this is the horse armor is the first time it was ever offered. So some people were like, had no idea what to expect, right? So yeah, it's just horse armor, but there's got to be more to it, right? Yeah. Maybe some people bought it unknowingly. Oh no, this is just a few pixels on one horse.
Yeah, they started an avalanche of bullshit is what they did. So they're like, it wasn't our fault. We just kind of knocked the rock down the mountain a little bit. It's like, well, it picked up a lot of stuff on the way, and the gaming industry as the whole was laying at the base, and you just killed everybody. And I don't know. I don't buy the whole thing. Hey, the market wanted it. It's like crackheads want crack. It doesn't make you a good person for selling crack to them. And so, like, I don't know. I think this whole thing,
especially selling crack to kids.
To be fair, it sold millions. It had to be millions. We couldn't recall specifically what it was, but I mean that's enough where he remembered it sold well enough that even he was surprised.
Yeah.
Drug dealer mentality.
Yeah. He just
Let's get mad at the people who are addicted to drugs instead of the people taking advantage of those people.
Yeah, and we know, again, we've covered it, I don't know how many times, that the game companies, and mobile game companies in particular, they meet with addiction psychologists to figure out a way to get you hooked on the experience of doing these things. They work with people who design slot machines. They work with people who do all of these things, and they're like, how can we make people feel bad when they don't spend money, and how can we make them feel amazing when they do spend money? And so this was just the first. Blizzard had a huge hand in it with the whole loot box thing, helping popularize loot boxes. So,
you see the mentality here where it's like, well, it made money.
Yeah,
you know, they're hand waving it away. Well, it fucking made money, and that's why we're in this situation that we are in now, because that shit makes money.
Yeah, when you're a person that should know better, taking advantage of people who don't know better is bad. And so, like,
a piece of shit cash grab actually grabbed cash.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's why they make these things, to be a cash grab, meaning there is potential to grab your cash. Now, if you actually grab cash, you say, see? It's like, see what? That's what we were calling it out as, a fucking cash grab and a pointless, cynical, and kind of, you know,
Destiny
fucked
Rising.
fucked up cash grab.
I'm curious to see what it's going to make.
There you go. Those people at NetEase don't give a fuck about Destiny and Destiny's lore and Destiny's player base outside their wallets.
Yeah. Just a name. They make tons of money on it, too.
Yeah.
So, oh, well, that's what I got for this one. You had one more?
So anyways, if you bought DLC Horse Armor, you're the fucking problem, and you caused all of... No, I'm playing. Did I? I forgot what I was going to talk about.
You did have one.
Let's see. There was, yes, Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So a few of people on our Twitch brought this to my attention, which is pretty cool. Looks fun. They decided to do a surprise release date. Instead of February 28th as planned, they're moving it up a week. Why? Because they didn't want to get monster-fied. I think, is that when...
Monster Hunter comes out.
That's when Monster Hunter comes out, and they were going to get trounced, probably. So, but the reason why I'm bringing this up is to prep your wallets, because February's insane. Like, it's becoming the October. So you look here, Brooktober. You got February. You have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Then you got Civilization 7. Then you got Assassin's Creed Shadows. Then you got Avowed. And then you got Monster Hunter Wilds. And now you have a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's quite a few games that are vying for your attention in February, which doesn't happen too often. February is usually an okay month, but it's starting to get busier and busier.
Yeah, we'll see if they delay. Some of those may get delayed. I don't know how many more times they can push Avowed, but I think Avowed's going to get destroyed in February.
If it releases in that time frame, yeah. Avowed. What other one could leave that time frame?
Because I'm honestly looking forward to Monster Hunter. I'm going to try that out.
Kingdom Come Deliverance and Monster Hunter are the ones I'm excited for.
Yeah, I want Kingdom Come Deliverance to do well. They kick it off, so I think that's fine. And then maybe Assassin's Creed Shadows if Ubisoft is getting a little nervous.
They can only move it to March, though. They can't move it any past March.
Right, because they've already been moving it, so that one feels locked.
They need a month's worth of sales, otherwise their fiscal numbers for this year are
It could be Avowed or Civilization 7 that I think are more likely to move, but maybe none of these. Maybe they're like, hey, we're a different market, so we don't need to worry about that. Like Civilization 7's like...
Yeah, that's insulated.
Yeah, that's fine. That's different enough.
All right, well, that's pretty much all I got. Really fun day for the news. Lots of speculation on Star Citizen and some of these other busier times that are coming up. Guys, thank you so much for your support. Consider contributing to us on Patreon.
You get to bug OJ.
You do get to bug OJ, and it helps us all the time over here. Maintain everything. Grab some merch, some shirts, and snap a pic. Send it to us on Twitter. We'll definitely retweet it. Thank you personally for supporting the show, and thank you guys for your patience and everything. I know I'm really far behind on some of these reviews, but there's reasons for it behind the scenes. I don't really like to share sometimes, but thank you for sticking in there. There's ebbs and flows, and we're about to flow here soon. So thank you so much, and we will see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, everybody.